Good evening, traders. Welcome to the Sunday stream, which means the weekly candle close is soon, 43 minutes. Until that happens, it will be the highest weekly candle close on Bitcoin since August 7th, I believe. So that's nice, but the daily, yeah, looking at, okay, one low, the second low, the failed breakdown below 25,350, the 4-day recovery with the engulfing candle. You got to be a little open-minded here, just thinking kind of like connecting a supply line maybe in the situation where you'd have the first anchor point up there and then the candle close from August 8th that would give you another touch August 29th, and now just recently testing again. So pretty decent area to maybe plot a supply line here. No break of that yet, so that's definitely needs to happen. And you know, unfortunately, Bitcoin's okay, it's fine, you know, it's not really in a lot of trouble till you're really rolling over below 24/7, but $24,700. But it's mainly the altcoins, man. I mean, I even went on a little excursion today through the exotic forest of 2020 S coins, the old watch list I had that's called new S coins. But again, it's like just a crap load of the coins that were created in 2020, keeping an eye on them, checking on them. They are just as bad as the legacy ones, legacy S coins, most that were created in 2017, the ICO boom. So collectively though, awful. And I think maybe it might be a good day to just, since it's Sunday, maybe hit the space bar a few times with you while you're here, if you are here on Sunday, because you could be doing anything. If you're with me, I'll show you what I had uncovered through that forest of S coins, okay? Or we could just call it the dirty, dusty bin in the basement of the Beanie Babies from years ago. They did not hold their value, and it looks like they might be headed to lose even more value. Okay, so that's your Bitcoin on the daily. Let's go to the weekly, because that's what's happening. The close of this candle. It's going to be nice, man. It will be an engulfing. You are covering the previous candle. In fact, you're covering the previous 3 candles. 3 weeks taken out. Again, saying highest weekly candle close in 40 minutes since August 7th, as you can see pictured on the screen. Still above support, resistance. Manufactured in May of 2022. Support, resistance, resistance, support, potentially support again. You're hoping so. I am. I'm hoping that is a confirmation low. And it's so close to being not in an uptrend anymore, but just because it's close doesn't mean it is over. You know, just a couple weeks ago, there was a bearish back test of the 200-week simple moving average with that grayscale news. And still below 28,800, which is so important. I mean, 28.8 to 31K is everything till 40K. And sorry, man, you're just no movement, no price action, no liquidity. It keeps flooding out. But, you know, Bitcoin dominance broke out of its multi-year trading range, Wyckoff accumulation range, and just recently broke out of the backup phase. That's phase E. Show you here, and even the back test is so amazing. Let's just look at it on the weekly here. Okay, what was once resistance has kind of flipped to become support. Yeah, it is interesting. The weekly moving average are still below that. Ugh. But if you just look at the daily here, it makes a lot more sense. This is a beautiful structure, right? You're uptrending, down sloping consolidation, great. But you see, you broke the supply line, and you've actually back tested it yesterday on a Saturday. It tested that supply line, became demand line, and covering the previous candle today. And again, this is just a phenomenon that occurs in phase E called the backup. And eventually the target's 60%. Based on the way a lot of these altcoins look, I'm going to be the least surprised person on the planet when or if Bitcoin hits 60% total or Bitcoin dominance achieves 60%, okay? Where of all the money in crypto, 60% of it is in Bitcoin. I'm not going to be surprised. I mean, really, all I can do is show you the charts and apply context and inflection points for you to make your own determination. So, I'm not here trying to change your mind, dude. Just trying to show you what's going on, you know? So, why not, while we're just here kind of in this world, we go to Ethereum to Bitcoin, and it's the inverse. And this is beautiful. It's a work of art. When I'm gone one day, just be the person that says, I remember that time in this community and only this community, we identified a textbook Wyckoff distribution schematic on Ethereum to Bitcoin. And we're just now waiting for 5.6 million Satoshis. So, and then starting to break it so we could break into phase E, which is, that doesn't happen until you break supports of the distribution. But we are in the last point of supply. I've never seen this many last points of supply in phase D. But here you are, and guess what? You're about to, in 36 minutes, it's going to be the lowest daily candle close since June 29th. Just wait, Larry. I'm telling you. If you're patient, you'll get it. It just like lines up too perfectly with Bitcoin dominance. Like if we're talking about composite operator and his signature telling us what's going on. We're not that fortunate. We don't really get that many opportunities to be able to do that, but he's been building this schematic for years, over 2 years. Okay, so just letting you know. Let's go to Ethereum to the US dollar spot price. Because why not? It's got its own little supply line, not even close to testing it or breaking it, you know. Again, like you cannot be bullish, or you cannot strategize as a swing trader using inflection points and indicators at inflection point. You cannot strategize here. It's impossible. You have to wait till the buyers recapture 1728, or you got to wait to see if they're able to defend 1420. You just got to wait, man. You can't do anything on Ethereum. I'm sorry. Not with traditional trading and technical analysis. You can't. You got to wait. It's a space bar. You see it, okay. Back test of 1728 as resistance. That's the most recent discernible event. Okay, well, we're waiting for 1420 then. Wish there was more to talk about. XRP, if you want to look at it, not looking too great. The most recent discernible stuff going on is the worst. 50 cents, 51 cents. Should never be trivialized as a level, okay? There are all these like 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cents. 50 cents is insanely important, okay? It's the line to die on the hill for. It is so real. So many times throughout history, it's been regarded, if you're below it and you're just now back testing it as resistance below the 200-day moving average, I don't know how you can have an argument for strategizing entry for a long right now. I don't know how. You got it, man. You don't need to be watching this channel. You got it. If you're going long here, I mean, some divergence that really maybe has only just turned into this attempted rally and failure, like the formal back test. So that's what's happening in the past 3 days. 3 days. New data. And we are now digesting and observing and discussing the new data, which isn't great. It's not good. What would be good? What if you were wanting XRP to not just go higher, but if you were wanting to make money on XRP, using a strategy where you can manage your risk, it is mandatory that the price of XRP rallies back above that level And then you get a formal back test of the level as support, reconfirming its validity as support before then it goes. You don't have those variables yet, so you can't strategize. You can't go long. You can't be bullish until these events occur, okay? Because if this is real, like if this is actually happening, this is what happens before drawdowns, before you run to the next support, and then you bounce there. Not what you're looking for, unfortunately. And I'm like, should I even go live today? Because I knew what we're going to be talking about. And it's like, no one's going to be happy about it. People are going to call me doom and gloom. And it's like, I don't know how this is doom and gloom. Just, if the charts were inversed, we'd be talking about, my God, man, like the buyers are defending this level. Yeah, there's bearish divergence, but you're above the 200 moving average now for the first time in many months. Yeah, it's been lower highs, low. This is one that's different, where it's really just not that great either way, right? Because, yeah, the trend has been good to you, better than almost all the cryptos in the world. It has been that way. Like most coins, you don't even have to, there is no controversy on 99% of cryptos. Where, man, I don't know, it's been making higher highs, higher lows, and it still kind of could be. You know, so this one's not the best example. But I'm just telling you, I really hope there's no follow through on this, because if so, 20% downside. What? California passed the tax? Did they really? Where you get fined for moving out of the state, starting by saying it's only for people with over 30 mil in assets. Now they're changing it to over 100K. Yep, of course. That's what they do. They don't represent the people at all. Not even close, man. Yeah, dude. The greatest enemy to us, the West, taxpayers, is our own governments. It's not a foreign entity. It's our own governments, and it's non-governmental organizations, NGOs. Yeah, they are the threat, and they are the enemy. Anyway, good luck on XRP on your bearish back test for now. Look, man, I'm just saying, me saying all this, I hope I wake up tomorrow and XRP is up 10%, and we're over 51 cents. My God, that's going to change a lot. That's going to make things a lot better. It's just not happened yet, and we have to wait for those things to happen before we can even say that we're optimistic. Not yet. Okay, let's go to BNB. That, hey, it's up today. What's going on? Is BNB gonna, is this a bull market? Is this a bull market on X or BNB? Look, man, I get it. I see what you're seeing. I definitely do. Like, someone down here can make an argument all day about, man, the sellers are exhausted. You're at an inflection point. So that means that we could strategize an entry and a stop loss. You could. URL could. It's just, to me, context is everything, and we've already done this. This is a rerun. You've already done the bullish back test, the spring back test, the failed bearish breakdown, and then rallied to the next resistance. Once and twice and thrice and four-eyes and, yeah, I don't know, 5 times. Like, so many times over the course of a year, the buyers have tried and they've failed. There's so few compared to April of 2022 and beyond. Okay, so now we're back, and we're no longer, so every time you were hitting this level, there was violence. There is no more violence now. It is methodical, suppressed, not moving much, no movement, no bids really. And that is a lot of times what an asset looks like before it collapses, before the support is completely taken out by overwhelming supply and a lack of demand. Bitcoin, great example of this, was here, okay? So $211, $200 to BNB is what 28.8 to 31K is on Bitcoin. Excuse me. Violence. Every time testing this level, violence, volatility, movement, whoa, price action. And then, you know, finally at the end, when you came back down, well, you broke through it initially. And in this situation, I guess it's not as good an example because BNB is still kind of holding the support, like only like a portion of the support it's holding, not all of it. Really, 31K was then finally back tested as resistance, rising wedge pattern. It was telegraphed what was probably coming next, and it did happen beautifully. And that turned into what we know as Black Saturday. But yeah, the way that the price action at support changes from the way it was to the way it is now, that's why I don't really have any confidence. I'm just saying, right? Yeah, you're above 211. Who cares? You're not above 225. You're certainly not above 218, which is the other part of the inflection zone. So it's just, nah, man. Okay, you want to try to long bullish divergence and it's like a double bottom potentially. That does not change the trend. You made your lowest daily candle close less than a week ago. Lowest close since over a year ago. When you say that, you just can't be like, oh, great time to go long. It's not. It's just not. But I get it. Someone they could have an entry now and have a stop loss below 211, or even if you were wanting to, 204, you let it ride. One can do anything they want. I'm just telling you, remember this. Remember May of 2022, August 2022, November 2022, February 2023, March, April. Remember that. And you do need to think about regulators. And the powers that be have decided that people like CZ and Matt Damon, they have no place here. The big boys are going to take over, and we're in a transition of power phase. Okay. Yeah, this is live. I mean, I know it doesn't seem live, right? Or feel live, but it is. It is live for now. Okay, so those are your big four. We could look at, hey, there had been some price action on a couple of these S coins. One was TRB. It was insane, man. I do love the fact that TA respected it multiple times here, where it's not just the all-time low was back tested as support kind of before a huge run, tested it, pulled back, and then broke it and went straight to the next inflection point. Yeah, spent a little time above it. Traders never settled up above it. There was never a close above it. And then a close and reversal today, where down 35.4%, and now trying to back test another key level from June 2021, February 2022. That's it. That's where you are. So you pumped, you dumped. TA respected on both sides. Right, the levels. That's it. That's the story. Now you break below 26.30. Minimum target of $17 and then $10 again after that. So remember, it's a joke. TRB does nothing for anyone. Let's go to OXT. That, man, it was starting to look good and then pumped, and then wow, this reversal, like 8.5 cents was the target if it was above 6.2 long enough, and it ran to it and then reversed and is now getting right back down to the same price it's been at the greater part of 5-6 months, and is back below the 200-day moving average. Has made formally its lowest high of the entire downtrend. Yep, that's the lowest high that's discernible for now. You can take out the previous highs. So now, like, danger, real danger. When OXT starts breaking below 5.5 cents, it is all but confirmed a major loser and no trend reversal. Okay, so not much further to go. So that's it. Those are your Rudy Poo rallies. Let's go to IOTA, a huge loser, one of the biggest losers of all time in crypto. You just got to see how close it is to death. Okay. Beautiful downtrend though. I mean, love the channel. It's incredible. I love the lower highs. I love the formal back tests of levels that were once support. They flipped to resistance. Lower high, 200 and moving average rejected, rejected again. Such little demand. This last lowest high of the entire downtrend that buyers were unable to push the price to test the 200 moving average again because it's an effing loser. And I think what you're about to witness is something disgusting. Yeah, this is going to be nasty when this breaks. This is a December of 2019 ice line. There is nothing left to do now but to break. Buyers defended it twice. First time, lowest high. Second time, lowest high again. And now you're right back at it. Better look out. I don't know, man. You want me to say, oh, is this a new bull trend, man? This is a new bull run? Only if you flip the chart over, okay? Good luck. Have your alert set up because there will be fireworks. Doesn't warrant a pizza party, but definitely fireworks. And so you'd be like, well, what will we go next on IOTA after this? Well, I mean, all you can say is maybe the lowest candle close ever on this one, at least on the Binance chart, March of 2020, 10.79 cents. So you're talking like, what, 30% downside? 30-ish% downside. Okay. And oh, the beauty of it is, oh, it's so set up for lower price. Look at the RSI. It is perfect. 36.6. Conditions are favorable for collapse on IOTA. Bearish breakdown watch. You think it's over? You think that was the only? What about HOT? Remember HOT? Holo chain. Holo chain. You know what's about to happen in 21 minutes? Holo chain. Yeah, this is the Beanie Baby that can. It has like an internal heater, and it's like a heated blanket, but a heated Beanie Baby. Yeah, because it's called Altcoin. It's about to have its lowest daily candle close. Since February 7th, 2021. Is that, and about to, close again below this zone, this top of the zone of inflection. 9.7 tenths of 1 cent is the, I don't know, why do I even have that plotted? It might have been on the weekly or something. I don't know. That's not really accurate. Let's see. Is it a candle close? Duh. Now let me, I'm auditing. Going to audit my zone here, my inflection point, because it's maybe not right on the daily anyway. Go with the wick low. Yeah, the price action correlates pretty well there. Yeah, look at that wick right there. That's how we have it. So 9.9 cents.
XMR/BTC on Binance chart, Plaza inverse head and shoulders on the daily. Maybe 3 rising valleys on weekly. RSI looks bad though. Thoughts?
So cool. She thanks for the first contribution of the stream. Thank you, dude. Yeah. We'll look at XMR to BTC. I was looking at XMR to the US dollar, and it just keeps making higher lows, but it's not making higher highs. So it is very neutral, unfortunately. It seemed like it had a better argument before the lower highs came in over the past 3 to 5 months. But now it's starting to get a little dicier. It's not above all the inflection points. We'll look at XMR to BTC. Thanks, dude. Heck, man, why don't we just do it after total? I'm gonna look at total right now. All right, Jonathan, how was your weekend? Did you see all the football games? You see Alabama struggle against South Florida? What do you think about that? The quarterback situation there?
I like turtles.
Yeah. You know, I know a lot of y'all don't care about college football, but the AP rankings came out today, and Alabama fell out of the top 10 for the first time in 8 effing years today. So insane. What a streak, man. Who's done that? How does a team stay in the top 10 for 8 years straight? All right, so total though, below the moving averages, there was a death cross. You're not really at key level or anything. Very little movement. You're at the same price you were at 1 month ago today. Just like whatever. Okay. Ugh. All right. Maybe one thing I should do is like spend a day. I don't know. It's just such a waste of time looking at all the Bitcoin pairs, you know, the assets that they're all just like all-time lows and will always be. Well, I mean, here we are. Dang, man. So let me show you. Here's the weekly, below the 200-week moving average. Let me show you this daily here. This is like a 2 deep on B and an 886. It's an M shape that it completed. And then yeah! Oh my god, dude. That was loud. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I definitely got scared. Thank you. Thank you, dude. So the weekly, let's see here. There's this level from May of 2014 that they're trying, these buyers are trying so hard to hold. I mean, if it does hold, holy crap, it would be a higher low. And then before that was a higher high. I mean, it's really not too bad, man. Really not too bad. Trend could be in the midst of changing, of reversing to the upside, man. You had a type 2 return and now a higher low, but still, you know, I mean, just so hard having confidence. I would feel a lot better about this asset breaking above the 200 moving average, but also 6.1 million Satoshis. I want to see this. If I can get that, that's where you can strategize an entry for a trade setup to go long on XMR to BTC to gain more Satoshis, because that level is everything just about. I mean, right? You can just see its importance from 2019 all the way to 2020. That's a base where you would, because if this is happening, that means you have put in a higher low than the previous lows, more market participants than before. But then to get that formal back test, you're in great shape. Maybe on the weekly, 5.2 million sats is support. I just, it's just hard having any confidence for any coin outside of Bitcoin. But XMR would be some sort of exception in a way because of its utility, because it really is the truest privacy coin. So not great for like getting an institutional support or bids, but it's got its raw utility of being private and unhackable and all that stuff, right? I mean, it's great. It's a great altcoin, not even an S coin. Price is not relevant on XMR, nor is it relevant on Bitcoin, because they will say they serve the same purpose they would if they were down 80% or up 80% from where the price is currently. So there you have it, man. So we can go back to regularly scheduled programming of S-Coin evisceration. Let's go to just the next one on the list. If you give me a sec, let's see. Okay, it's ZRX. Well, it was death or glory. Death or glory here. And that's why the question is death or glory, because you're testing a support again. My God. Fourth time in almost a year. And that's where you say anytime you're at an inflection point like that is so important. I mean, this is where I posted a trade setup at the beginning of the year that played out brilliantly, because it is important. But again, context. That all played at the party's over. Now, sign of weakness, that scam wick, so it's getting really aggressive, and then a rally off that, and what? A multitude of rejections of the 200 moving average, the lowest high of the entire downtrend, and now you're back at support, and you're spending all this time, an entire month down here, very little demand. So probably what would happen is, yeah, you get some rally and it will manifest into a lower high than the highs from the summer. And then you'll test 15.8 to 15 cents again. And then it eventually will break and you'll go down 30% and test 10.59 cents. Context important. All this right here. Yeah, first time, that's fine. Gotcha. But now, back at it, it's almost like looking at Bitcoin back in 2018 when it was making these insane runs up and down. It was ended up becoming just like a huge descending triangle. Reminds me of this, where these altcoins, okay, the blow off top happened, the rally happened, you dumped, oh, it's support, you rallied. Okay, you dumped again. And then you rallied, lower high. Back again, testing support, lower high. Test, and then run down to support again, lower high. Support again, lower high. And eventually, yeah, can't get much worse, man. And then it breaks, that support finally breaks. And then it draws down 55% in 5 weeks. That's where a lot of these altcoins seem like they're at right now. You had the party, man. You had these runs, these pumps, these dumps, all the stuff, right? And then it's kind of like engine coin. Bro, support was tested in January. What a run! Lower highs. Tested again. Oh my God! Lower highs. Formal bearish back test of key level as resistance. Back to support. Lower low on the price action on the wick, and then the lowest high, and now the lowest low. Working on the lowest daily candle close since January of 2021, below 23.7 cents, heading on down to 20 cents. Once that breaks, the levee will break. Cue up the Led Zeppelin song. So that's my thought on this. Where these altcoins are. Context: you had your party. The volatility's gone. We're back at supports and no one's buying. You're below the 200 moving average. The RSI is in great shape for lower prices. You're sitting where? Well, you just happen to be sitting at like 38. That is prime for lower prices. The trend's your friend. What more could you ask for? Okay, so that's this. I could go on all day. We could just keep ENS, Ethereum name service. Guess what? Testing the old all-time low from May of 2022, about to break it. RSI primed 40, getting ready to make fresh all-time lows by the looks of it. If you want to take a chance here, no one's saying it's not at a level that someone could not appropriately manage the risk, but the way I'm looking at these coins, and if you take in after this first time, great. All this is data that tells us the psychology of the buyers and sellers, and it's implying way less than before. And if you're back at the support again and no one's buying, just look out, man. Just be prepared for a huge markdown in price in the future. Yeah, QNT 52-week lows, that's right. Let's see, basic attention token, similar situation. Yep, buyers keep defending this 15.6 cent level. It goes all the way back to 2018, March 2018. But unfortunately, all this happening, lower highs. Lower low, the previous low, barely, about the same low. Then another lower high. Such little demand, buyers are unable to even test the 200 moving average. Now you're back at support. RSI's reset, no demand, no bids. No one wants this crap. That's it. Context is everything, and it's distribution, beyond distribution. Dude, what about ICX, Icon? Not gonna be happy. An ice line from December of 2018 was breached formally August 17th, 1 month ago. And just yesterday, a formal and first bearish back test of that ice line. It has not been a resistance since November 2022. That level is not a joke. Do you see it? It's the first low. That's why it's important. Minimum downside, take it to 14 cents, but eventually 10.6 cents. Think if there's any fall through with the trend. Okay. Nasty. Disgusting. 200 moving average below it. Bro, what about FTM? FTM's holding support, right, guys? I mean, like a fruit fly. Yeah. Okay, you're sitting. Okay, you're at the support. It's a nice line from history. It's undeniable. It manufactured way back in May 2021. Okay, all right, bounce and price action correlates and spring and back test of springs and inverse head and shoulder stuff and gone. And then lower highs starting coming in, and then the lower lows again. Oh god, back below the 200 moving average. Rejecting levels as resistance. Okay, and now we're back at this key level where all the magic happened before. No more magic. No demand. Nope. Once 18.5 cents breaks, you're looking at a 68%, 70% downside. I mean, yeah, maybe, dude. Maybe a miracle happens and bids come in here. It's just, I don't know why you would get them this time. That was the rally. Remember that time FTM was like way higher in price, and this rally, all it did was reconfirm there are way less people involved with this asset than before. That's what it means. And then it continued, and here we are. You want to see something really bad on Dash? Oh god, I don't think you want to see that. Or is it Zcash? I think Zcash is the worst one. Yeah, Dash is in terrible shape already. It's already at like, yeah, no demand. Sideways. I think there's probably a chart with more. Let me try to find a Dash chart with like more data on it. Oh, here we are. I got it. Let's go, dude. Let's go. All right. So here's Dash with all the data, with all the history. So as you can see where Dash is, there is no support. It's already been broken. It was formally rebroken August 14th. I mean, you might get a back test at 31.72. I'd never rule that out, like a bearish back test, but where you are, you run the high risk of dropping another 40% in value before seeing any level that makes sense technically. It's a peak from August of 2016.
Can we look at $UNI? I want to short that useless S coin.
Sure, Wojak. I mean, we can look at it. It's terrible. Really, really bad. It's also setting up for lower prices, but yeah, the issue with this market is it's like China, the Chinese market. It's so beaten down that there's no real reward. It's like, yeah, I mean, like 40% downside after losing all this. Like, it's dead. It's so low. It's so near all the other lows. And so risk management, I mean, yeah, you can manage your risk on some of these, but potential outcome, I mean, you'd be shorting continuations. You wouldn't be shorting major reversals at major peaks, right? Where there's just maximum downside potential. The good news is, like on some of these, the time crapping around for over a year, it looks like it's finally concluding, and we can mark down again. We can continue this trend we've been in for a couple years, since at least November 2021 when it topped out. So yeah, we'll look at Uni right now. Why not? Let's go. Thanks for the contribution to the stream, dude. Down 1%. So, oh, it's having a good day today, man. All right, so like, all the price action tells you until something changes is someone's quietly getting out. Someone's, like, the composite operator is redistributing his supply to the dumbest of dumb money that are thinking there's value on an asset that does nothing, really. Like, produces nothing, makes no money, can't value it anyway, even if it did. So below the 200-day moving average eternally now, and is below 450, which I think is a level where it's real. Like, there's a peak from November 2020. That, I mean, below that, no brainer, lower prices. But again, the issue is so beaten down, so destroyed, and so illiquid that short squeezes can happen so easily. But the short squeezes almost always just, they all turn into lower highs. So, hey man, it looks set up, and then I'm going to enter and have a stop loss set up above 450, and then a rally occurs and it runs to reject the 200-day moving average. You get stopped out, then it collapses again. And it's like, That's the problem with these market conditions. Like it's crypto. Like it's not just, it's like dead because a lack of market participants, a lack of liquidity, but it's also kind of dead because like the opportunity for taking longs isn't really there. And the downside, the death has already happened in the market. The markdowns have occurred. They're down 99%, but they could go down another 99% based on levels. It's just you're gonna be dealing with bullcrap, scams, scam wicks. And who knows, man, you go short on some of these. Hey man, yeah, I made some money. Like, I'm gonna take some profit, and then let me try to withdraw my money out of this exchange, and we're gonna halt withdrawals. Sorry, dude. Sorry you made that money shorting this S coin, but we're not gonna pay you. Yeah, it's just participating in crypto is kind of like a minefield right now. It's been that way though, you know, like this is all like par for the course. So that's your uni. Nothing more to talk about besides below 449, 450. And the longer you stay below this level, the next target will be at least 360, 359, which is that low from May of 2022. The same level that Bitcoin's trying to defend right now. Well, has been. Well, had been. Did defend twice. Okay, so it's tough, man. I wish there was more I could say about it because you did contribute to the stream. Local aids already. Wow. Time flies when you're talking about crypto's trends, context of price action, key levels. Bitcoin on the 4 hour. Back green, man. It did it. I don't know. Should we go? I guess. Whatever. We'll like hang out on Bitcoin for a minute for the close. Okay, man. We'll see if we can break a supply line here. Let's jump across a creek. You know, it'd be crazy. Wyckoff reaccumulation here would be the most ungodly thing ever. And so with all the cryptos, like Bitcoin's just not the same. The trend's not the same. The context is not the same. Nothing. No, it's just a completely different chart. And you know that's weird because for how many years we've been looking at it, it's like it's such a homogenous market. It hasn't been like that for this year. 99% of altcoins are not making higher highs, higher lows consecutively for 9 months. They're just not. But Bitcoin is and has not technically put in a lower low yet for 2023, which is amazing. Optimistic on Bitcoin until 24/7 breaks, and then you run the chance of seeing 20K again, which on the weekly kind of would make sense a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, because we already back tested it. I don't think we want to go any lower, dude. I mean, there it is. There it is. Jesus chimes. It is confirmed that Bitcoin just had its highest weekly candle close since August 7th. 5-week plus highs. And engulfed the previous 3 candles and defended successfully the inflection point. Nice. That's it so far. That's all we got. So not dead yet.
Hi Mitchie, TA on GNSNYSE if you may please. Thanks.
Johnny will do it. We'll do it. Thank you, man. All right, so and then we'll look at Ethereum's weekly too. Why not? And then we'll look out on the daily. Oh God, man! Like, what are you doing? Okay. 3 weeks ago, you broke below the 200-week simple moving average. Last week, you back tested the 200-week moving average as resistance, and then once again this week, you did it. So just currently trading below that 200-week moving average. That's all you're doing. And there's just nothing here really until 1420, man. That's it. price levels on there? Oh, okay, sorry. Yep, 1420. That's until you break 1720. That's the target. It's either you test 1728 again, you break it, and you run a 2K, or you go down to 1420 next. Either way, one thing we can say with confidence is Bitcoin's going to outperform everything, most likely, based on that Bitcoin dominance chart and looking at Ethereum to Bitcoin. Whether Bitcoin does not confirm a bottom here, the highest lows of the year, and dumps to 20K, still going to lose. It's still going to perform better. It's going to lose less percentage value than the altcoins will win, or if that happens. Just like if Bitcoin pivots here and it is a confirmation low and we start rallying and we're going to head to 28.8 and then break 30K and go to 40K, Bitcoin's going to outperform based on Bitcoin dominance. So it's just kind of like, so yeah, you're probably going to miss out on some of these scams going up 30% a day like TRB. That, I mean, yeah, you're going to do that, but you can sleep better at night owning Bitcoin over them with a nice stop loss setup, you know, below the inflection point. So let's go to XRP on the weekly. How'd that close? I mean, that's just not what you're back below the 200-week moving average as a couple weeks ago. But there it is. And it's like back testing 50 cents as resistance. 50 cents. Look, the peak from June of 2019. The peak and reversal from November of 2018. Back tested July 2018. It was been a support before in 2021. You back tested that as resistance again, and you made your lowest weekly candle close on XRP officially since July 3rd of this year. The trend's okay for now. I gotta see it above 51 cents and then back test 51 cents to confirm its support again. I gotta see that before I can really start signing off an XRP again. Though it is higher highs, higher lows, undeniably. I got you. Yep, it is. And then we'll go to BNB on the weekly. Why not? I mean, already below the 200-week moving average. Broke that about a month ago for the first time ever. And it's still below it. And yes, you covered the previous candle. Congrats, man. That happened. Are you above or are you below the levels you need to be above? I don't know. Again, 225 is the cutoff. Like, you cannot have any bullish bias. You can't say anything technically about this being bullish or even having an opportunity until I think it's getting back above 225 with confirmation. That's it. Hands off till that happens, because you're at the level where, anytime $40 pizza party, all it's going to take is the composite operator picking up the phone and say, go ahead and queue up the investigation or scandal or fraud or whatever is still lurking behind these crypto S-coin rocks. There are many out there. All it takes is the news event. We're waiting. Just wait, man. Composite operator, which is like central banks and hedge funds and regulators, they're all the composite man for this right now. Overwhelming adversity for BNB. So if they're the composite operators, meaning they want this to crater and go insolvent and then be a fraud, and then the big boys can come in and facilitate the orders for buyers and sellers, pick up the, all the pieces. And you have the bearish wave structure. I mean, that's undeniable too. That it hasn't played out yet, but you're like at the point where this is where it would. I mean, it's 78+% retrace on B, and then a lower high on C equals minimum 1272. 1272 fib extension, the butterfly, the potential butterfly, like $124 minimum. So the maximum, it's a threshold, right, between the 1272 and the 1618. The 1618 is perfect, virtually perfect, $50, right? You go all the way down. to the next level. Like that makes all the sense. Wave structures, dude. I totally believe it below 225. I really believe it until the asset's back above the 200-week moving average, until you're taking out all these highs, until you're back about 260. No hope for BNB. So I'd be waiting for that. The whole world that has influence and power and money is rooting against BNB. So I wouldn't be ever betting on any entity where that's the case. All eyes on BNB. Okay. All right. So those are the big four. I don't know, man. There's so many coins, dude, I looked at today. I don't want to depress y'all, you know, because it's ugly out there. Purple because it's a butterfly. Butterflies are more feminine. Purple. Yep. Beautiful. I've got concerns though. Just like, see, this is the thing. Oh, we're gonna short it, man. Look at the chop. These are daily candles. It's unreal. Like the asset could run all the way up to 5.6, 6.5 cents again. Test it and then reverse. You're kind of in just like no man's land. You're actually back testing 5 cents, 4.9 cents as resistance. This peak from 2018. I mean, you're just getting ready for 3.3 cents on Ren. Garbage. Sheep isn't like ugly too. It's just not good. I mean, you're the bottom of the trading range. You are. And we had identified that already, and we got a couple back tests of it. It ran up 40+% before reversing, and that's context. That is data, and that's, wow, the lowest high of the entire downtrend. This is the lowest high. We got a multi-year downtrend on Shiba, and it's the lowest high, and you're below the 200-week moving average. Okay, and now we're just sitting back at support, and you're in that same situation as BNB and all these others where it's like you had your fun, you had your party. The party's over now. You're back and no one wants it anymore. And so it's like normally when that happens, buyers don't defend again. The absorption of demand gets absorbed by the sellers, by the supply, and then a major markdown begins. And, you know, $700 target if buyers don't come in soon, which I guess they came in like whatever on September 12th. You don't want to see ocean, man. Take me by the hand to the Mariana Trench. All fun and games while you're naming your S coin, but look, dude, I mean, this isn't really the best context. Like, yeah, you broke the resistance and you ran almost straight up to the next level, and you could say that it never really tested it. It got front run by sellers, and the massive drawdown, and then context starts taking over, right? Since that pump and dump from March to now, Rudy Poo, lower highs, same highs, back below the 200-day moving average, sitting at support, the buyers coming in every time, but guess what? Only for those buyers to offload and less of them than before, and you're just getting ready to test 27.7 cents again, and eventually the demand there will be absorbed completely, and then I think you would eventually mark back down to 15.4 cents, and then maybe you get something like this. That's how these things happen. That's how you get this. Oh, look, it's just a nice Gartley or 886 that would be incredible. Think about a type 2 return down there. It could be awesome, but you're not there, man. You're just not. So you'd have to wait like months. You just, no completed M shape, still a ways to go, and terrible context. After the big rally, man, that was, what did it do? What did it turn into? It manifested into the lowest high of the entire downtrend that had been going on for years. The lowest high. Just, ugh. You asked for it. There are more out there, dude. I'm gonna look at them. We can. How about Chiliz coin? Remember that? Decentralized baby back ribs? Yeah, dude. If you were a Chiliz investor, you are probably working at Chiliz now. This is in no man's land. There's not anything here. You're just kind of, sitting at the spot. You could end up getting a second low, and then Bitcoin rallies, and then it rallies with Bitcoin and probably make a lower high than the previous high and then collapse later. And you'll see 2 cents in 3 months plus, right? Not sooner. That just happens, man. All these altcoins too. Like looking awful. If Bitcoin, because Bitcoin looks fine and actually isn't in a downtrend, there's still an argument for confirming the highest low of the uptrend. Support's holding. If Bitcoin rallies to 28.8, none of these altcoins are going to continue to collapse. They will catch these stupid 10% pumps, illiquid moves, but they're still in secular downtrends. So it'll be like Bitcoin would rally or something, and I'm saying this hypothetical because Bitcoin could still dump, right? But Bitcoin rallies, and then the altcoins go up, and it's just, I'm going to hear, dude, you were like bearish. You were saying that Chiliz was bearish, man. And this thing's up 10% today. Ha ha. And it's like, what's funny? Like, there's no reason to own this. It doesn't matter if it's making some slightly low, but there's divergence on Chiliz coin, and like just a disgusting bear trend. Disgusting. No supports. Already rolling over. If Bitcoin sneezes, how much more downside is there on Chiliz coin? My God, dude. Oh, only 68% downside, chat. No big deal. Okay, well, we've been live an hour, so I made it to the hour mark, and, you know, thought I'd have more energy to be wanting to look at all these, but it's futility at this point, man. I feel like I'm going crazy analyzing these jokes for you. Going crazy. Spending my Saturday or Sunday looking at these scams, dude. Stock market futures are open again, though. You want to see them? There they are. Here they are. It's the futures. Up marginally, 0.15%ish for the FOA. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Understand, if Bitcoin's not going to defend these levels and it's going to go retest 25,350 to 24/7.
I consider myself a good person, but I'm going to try to make him cry.
I think I've mission accomplished today. Looking at these altcoins, man. Yeah. Bitcoin sees 25,350. These altcoins gonna be. There will be nuclear fallout. The carnage will be so great on them. Because again, they're at these death or glory levels, right? I say that because it's like, oh, is this time they're gonna rally? They've already rallied here. They've already put in substantially lower highs than previous highs, and they've been putting in lower highs ever since. And now you're back at the support, and you're trying to tell me that this time we're going to catch something similar. Any rally you get will underperform. Hey, man, I want to take a long at the support on this random S coin. It's like, you do that, and like, it won't be equitable because there's no way, the high probability that these assets will be running to levels that would make it 3-to-1 for your entry on a daily time scale. No way, not enough liquidity, not enough demand. But yeah, whatever. Again, if these assets were flipped over, it'd be like, my God, what a freaking uptrend. These things have been multi-year uptrends, higher highs, higher lows. They're back at this resistance, and only after they're testing this resistance again, you know, the one back from January, they've only been making higher lows, man. We're on breakout, bullish breakout watch. That's the way I'd be. Be the exact same mentality. What the? Okay. I think that was a, yeah, Tangy, thank you, dude, for the THX. THX for the THX. Thank you, dude. Throwback, dude. So what's going to happen, Chad? Are we going to break the supply line or are we screwed? Supply line breaks? We're at it, man. You want to jump across the creek? Show me. Prove it to me. You want to live in a van down by the river? Or do you want to jump across the creek? It's your call, man. It's up to you. Why is that one so much smaller? There's another, the other Kool-Aid man from earlier was much bigger than that Kool-Aid. That was like mini Kool-Aid man. Thank you for the Kool-Aids. Yeah, break it. Break the supply line. So we can go to 28.8, because that's the target, man. I mean, like, if this is like one low, the second low on the 4 hour, and then this is a confirmation low locally, but not locally, it's like one low, then this is the second failed attempt from sellers to break this level. I mean, 28.8 would be the target, but you can't just test the supply line, put in a lower high than the previous high, and then start rolling over again. It would make sense, though. I mean, I hate being like that, but the thing that would make the most sense, which you probably would never get, would be something like this before then going. Like a perfect back test, stop everyone out, get them scared, and then holding the three white soldiers. It's still valid until the price falls below 25,138, and then you run on that test. Man, that'd be crazy. Everyone would lose their minds. Oh, Johnny. Oh, sorry, dude. Let me, what? Sorry, dude. GNS. Right now. An S coin or a stock, because there's both. Oh, New York Stock Exchange. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Genius. The Genius group. I'm a genius. Oh, terrible, dude. Just, wow. It's like crypto, right? You know, blow off top, bubble pop, collapse, pain to spare, and then what? Bear market rally concludes, and the pieces of data that we've received right here. Confirmation, one high, then the higher high, and that's it. So I'm really trying to think here. I mean, like, that's a swing low.
You can customize the size of the graphics in Tenja. It is fun. Great man, Kool-Aid man is great man. Not as good as me or Mitch, but okay.
Thank you so much, Donald J. Trump, for the contribution and the clarification on that. I didn't know that. That's cool. I don't know why someone wouldn't go with a smaller version of the Kool-Aid man, though. But maybe they were trying to bust through the charts or something. Thank you. So I'm just thinking here, there's like a candle high close from November of 2022, and like seems like buyers defended that level, so maybe it is a support. That's your target here. This company virtually never makes money, ever. And it's in a... I think that's a long-term downtrend. And I think you need a second test, right? I mean, I think like you wouldn't even want to care about this asset. Oh, a gap filled too. That's nice. Look, see the gap fill from January, filled in August. So it's like maybe we get another test, and then it might make more sense to think about strategizing even this, right? I wouldn't, but You can't do anything here. I don't think there's anything to do but wait until 56 cents. Till it loses about, what, 44% of its value. Waiting for that. Sitting at $1 right now. Wow. Is this available at the Dollar Tree to buy? So weird, man. It's like altcoin charts legit look like, wow, we're about to go through a crypto altcoin winter. Like, I mean, you know, the White Walkers are coming, dude, based on the way these charts look. Oh, did I show you a Zcash? I don't think I did. Let me show you this, how effing miserable this is. Oh my God, it was a wedge. Don't even worry about the wedge, man. Don't worry about the confirmation low. It's a downtrend. It's a bear trend. Care about the ice line that you can't argue with. It's so real. I'm showing it. Like, I show you all these. I don't have an opinion. The charts and the inflection points dictate my opinion. Okay. And this asset, Zcash, is lower than it was in February of 2017. It's below that ice line, that support.
ZVSA? Piece of poop stock but at a bottom?
Charizard, we can look. We can look. Thank you, dude. So look, dude, you got the swing low there, and then more confirmation of its validity in 2019. And then nothing below that except 1825 maybe, 1824. $18.16. Okay. So what's just happened here for the first time ever? Yep, it's never happened that 2630, 2660 has been regarded as resistance not just once at the end of August, but now twice as of yesterday. Like, man, if the price, it's all about what the price does, okay? That determines the next outcome. So if somehow Bitcoin rallies, man, we're gonna do it. We jumped across the creek. Okay, Zcash might get back above 2660. If it's back above that level, it could be the lowest risk area to strategize an entry ever, right? But it's not. And until that happens, you cannot be bullish on this, right? So one time, no one knows. Second time, it's over. Everyone knows. So if this is real and you catch follow through, 28% downside multi-year lows on Zcash coming again, because it's already made multi-year lows a couple times recently. That right there, how do you short something that's down 99%? That's the problem. But if we're just talking about, forget that, we know the trend's bearish, not worried about how much value it's lost. You're just talking about managing risk. It's very easy, right? It's extremely easy. It's so good of a level to take, like, to manage risk. Someone has to stop above that 2663 level and they just take profit at one of these swing lows from June or August. That's like take profit 1, 3-to-1, reward to risk.
I need everyone, and I mean everyone, yes, that means you too, Kyle, to understand that you cannot be bullish on Zcash. Pay attention and respect Mitch Ray's authority.
It's not me, man. I didn't make these rules. I didn't make them, man. They've been here. I learned. I spent going on 14 years learning them. And I'm just here as a conduit because, I'm not like good or anything. I'm just like halfway, if I'm even mediocre at being able to articulate this stuff to you. So, I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, isn't it? You have an argument to go short based on the price action that has occurred at the inflection points where they were always support, they're now resistance. It's confirmed. It's a double top of sorts. And if it fails, it fails, right? Whatever. Okay, this thing's going to break 20. Why would you want to be short on Zcash above 2663? Because the upside potential,
Look, I get it.
It's massive.
Sundays aren't always fun, but Mitch butts the hours in for us. Unrivaled charts, stellar analysis. He's a maestro when it comes to breaking down the markets. Smash
Help
that
me
like
make
and
sense of
subscribe,
elephant
folks.
/
This is my
WBNB
message, and I
charts.
wholeheartedly endorse it.
thank you so much, Real Don Trump. Don Trump, thank you, dude. And Brad Hoover says, help me make sense of elephant to wrap BNB. Dude, there's no sense to make. Don't worry about it. It's a joke. Okay. Elephant coin's a joke, right? It's like, yes, You can go to a crypto community. I use Bitcoin as a search engine optimization tool in my stream titles. Bitcoin Live, BTC Live. That's not because I'm a crypto guy, man. Dude, it's the crypto guy. Like, I'm not at all. I'm the traditional technical analysis and swing trading position guy. That's what I am. So you come into me on a traditional technical analysis trading stream to ask about Elephant Coin. What do you want me to say? It's like a straight line up. It doesn't matter. Can I manage my risk? Can I long it, short it? Nah. Okay, who cares? Guarantee though, all these other crypto communities, they would love it, man. They're gonna love Elephant Coin. Bro, have you heard about Elephant Coin? Have you heard about Elephant? Okay, so that's not, okay, we're talking about, it's education. You don't have to take action on this at all. No one has to take action, but you will understand the reasoning behind why it's a level we can manage risk, why the stop loss is where it is, why the entry is where it is, and why the take profits are where they are, okay? So you will be positively influenced. There's nothing you can do about it. You will get value from this stream, and there's nothing you can do to stop it unless you just turn the stream off, or not even tune in to begin with, and that's fine too. I don't really care. Okay. But yeah, I guess let's go to ZVSA for Charizard.
Bow to your sensei.
It's also good total. Go by the total. How's the total doing, man? Death cross below the moving average. Oh, is it below the 22? Not yet. About to be nasty. Ugh. Okay, that's your Zcash. That's just the idea. Don't kill the attempted educator. I'm just trying to educate. I'm trying to help. Using, right? There's no value in cryptos unless it's to educate. ZVSA, Zaiversa Therapeutics. Oh God, here we go. Oh God. Thought we were friends, Charizard. Why are you doing this to me, man? This is literally like every other chart we've been looking at today, all the S coins. It could be ZVSA to the US dollar. You wouldn't have fooled me. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. It's a joke. My God, they lose. Oh. You know, Q2, they had a minus $4.40 EPS. These people lose so much money. It's so crazy.
Elephant Coin is a dog, beautiful dog, but still a dog. This stream is always, and I mean always, deep into the value, setting us up for understanding success.
Donnie, thank you so much for the contribution, the kind words, and the endorsement, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we can look at Dogecoin. I mean, why not? It looks like Uniswap. It's the same composite operator, same distribution, same everything. Just getting ready for 4.2 pennies for the memes, but really, hard target, 1.8 pennies. Probably less, but it just takes time. Could be 6 effing months with this market's churning. But there's nothing to look at. There's no way to strategize. There's nothing to do here. You cannot use traditional technical analysis on an asset like this. You can't. It's not possible. This is a joke. You hit the space bar. When you look at a chart like this, you're like, I'm done. I need nothing more from this asset. It can't help me. Nope. Big nope. Hard nope. I'm sorry, dude. I appreciate the contribution. You know I do. I'm 100% crowdsourced. So if you're not contributing to the stream in some way, it's like, okay, that's fine. The stream can, I guess, eventually not exist anymore. People will stop watching. People will stop contributing. That's fine. I'm just telling you, I'm not going to accept money from a crypto scam that they email me every single day. Marketing teams for whatever, every day, emails upon emails to sell out and to take their money to promote trash to y'all. I'm not going to do it. So thank you, Charizard. Just want to say I'm grateful, even if you've requested Zaiversa Therapeutics. Thank you. I'm not even going to use that trend line to save data on the cloud. Nope. Okay, here we go. Elephant Wrap BNB. Here it goes, man. Here comes another unTAable chart. even sure which one it was. Because there are like 3 of them, I think. This is the one. Yeah, here it is. Okay, here's your wrapped elephant, or your elephant money. Oh, it's on mines again. Make it make sense. There's no sense.
I have to be honest, a bunch of these things look just as bad a boils ETF.
Yeah. But there's like actual decay on that one. Right? You're paying money for the privilege of utilizing leverage, and the S coins, there is no, or in that therapeutics company, there is no privilege of being leveraged with your money. So it's just a big scam.
Yo, Mitch Ray, listen up, man. When you're building a portfolio for the future, do you even bother with traditional TA on a new asset like ARM?
How could I bother with TA if there's no data on the chart? Eric Cartman. So I have to answer your question with another question. How can I do traditional technical analysis? What are you saying? Yeah, dude. IPOing, buying IPOs is the same as gambling. Because you have no edge, right? The only reason we use traditional technical analysis on charts is to manage our risk. Right? There are certain variables and indicators that happen at levels where we can manage our risk that can increase our probabilities marginally higher than a coin flip's chance of a reversal, okay? That's why we use TA, the only reason we use it. So an IPO, it gets listed, it's announced. There are 2 reasons, really. Remember why. Either they have a working model, business model, it's profitable, it's great, it's grand, good service, whatever. We want to expand that. We will expand that with more capital invested in us. Or it's a scam. Or it's like the people that, the insiders, they are going to dump that crap within the day or week or month of listing that IPO. So ARM, I think it's probably the former, like the first reason, like actually, okay. So you're gambling. You have no edge, right? Occasionally I like to gamble on college football, right? Or play poker. I think, you know, before I would take a bet, college football or playing poker, I know poker is a game of information. You can't make a real decision unless it's hand by hand, right? You got to have the cards sometimes. You can also play the person, the person, how they bet, where they're betting, where they're raising, if they're re-raising. These all are forms of information that can give us an edge. So, you know, that's a game of skill. But you can go in the same casino where you're playing poker, and you can go to the slot machine or any other, almost every other game. And the house has the edge. It's not just 50-50. It's like they got a 53% chance of beating you. So that's what you do. You walk into a casino. I can go to the poker table, use traditional technical analysis to help me manage risk and identify variables at those levels that gives me a marginal edge. Or I can go to the slot machine and I can pull the lever a million times and the house has the edge, or I have none at all. So when you buy an IPO, you're gambling. Just think about you're going to the slot machine when you buy an IPO. And that's okay. It can work out, right? Some people win slot machines. Most, though, get hopelessly addicted to gambling when they do those things. So anyway, look, here's your elephant coin, dude. All right, cool. Thank you for the contribution, Brad Hoover. I do appreciate it. I am grateful. You just got to know, like, hey, man, TA, trading, charts, nothing I can do here, right? So got to move on. Wow, dude, these S coins all out the gate already just. But Uniswap, man, Uniswap was gonna do it. Yeah, take your life savings away, dude. Wait on Uniswap. The lowest low has not come yet. The lowest low has not come to pass. See it through VD8, but then see it 175 eventually. Let's get Doge, because Doge is almost an identical chart to this. I'm telling you, same composite operator on all these coins, and his name's CZ and Matt Damon or whatever. Okay, look, dude. 6.5 cents regarded as resistance, the lowest high of the whole downtrend. recent. Headed back down to 5.7 cents to test the level, and you're not going to be as lucky. You keep testing, lower highs. Eventually, the demand that's there will be absorbed, and there will be overwhelming supply, and a huge markdown will begin. We will see the lowest prices we've seen since June 2022, and then we'll head to 4.2 cents because that is where it should be. Because
is that a joint? Is that a joint? Is that a joint?
Yeah, Dogecoin, Elon, 4.2 cents. Yeah, yes. You will see. If you didn't believe it, but you're still here.
In an IPO, if you are going to make money, it is likely 3 years or more into it trading. If it isn't Beats, Bears, or Battlestar Galactica, then it doesn't matter.
Thank you, assistant to the assistant manager. What's your name? Jean-Philippe? No, what was it?
Thank you for looking at
Jacques?
it. I'm out on the slot
Remember,
machines.
you know the office.
Figured straight up,
You know
straight
what I'm talking
down.
You're out on the slot machines. All right, dude. Well, hey, as long as you understand, right? You're not trading, playing poker, and you're using, right, what you've learned. You've learned skills to play poker against not just, you know, the table, but also the people. Okay, you can have an edge, but slot machines, understand you have no edge. Therefore, you're not doing anything but gambling, and that's okay if you have the mindset. You know what you're doing. To me, I think gambling is kind of stupid. Like, I think having an edge is the only way you should take risks when you have an edge of some degree. Anything in life, there should be some sort of edge. Okay, so Doge, man, get ready for the end of time. Get ready for the lowest low of the entire downtrend that was put in 2021. Or that Saturday Night Live, May of 2021, 71 cents. Elon on SNL, get ready, because this whole party that started there, it's not over. Okay, just wait for this and then this eventually, because 4.2 cents is a joke. It's me being like, I'm being really nice. There was a swing low around 4.2 cents. Okay, so we'll go, but really 1.92 cents, January 2018's peak. That's where you're headed, Larry. High probability based on price action over a long period of time.
Now look, Buster, let's have an understanding. Now what? Brother, what a way to run a race.
Oh God, please help me, Davy Duck. Can you please get this stream? Bring it, man! Oh! Help me, Davy Duck, help me! Davy Duck, help me, man! Oh my God! Dude, this thing's insane. Shouldn't it have been a dog though, not a duck? Wow. Thanks again, dude. Let me see if it says. Thank you, CM. Thank you, assistant to the assistant manager, CM, world's best boss, Don, real Don. Okay, T.S. Eliot. Thank all y'all for the contribution. Because anytime you see the chat, anytime you see one of those pop up on stream, someone is actively supporting this channel and community. Okay, so it's like funny, aha. If someone out there is getting annoyed though by it, right? Because it can be distracting. Like Kool-Aid Man, I'm in the middle of analysis and oh yeah, it comes. It's like, dude, that is someone sponsoring this stream. It is. So look at it like that. Don't look at it like, oh, it's a distraction. Doing it's like, hey man, I don't take money from entities and promote them to you. So that's how it goes on crowdsourced streams. Okay. Now I think like, dude, we could keep going, go to Dot. Dude, you don't want to see these. This is so, look at the beautiful channel. I did screw around with the channel today and it's gorgeous. I mean, oversold would be like $1.60. You know where we're going though. It's undeniable. 359 target on Dot. September 2020 Valley. Look what just happened. I mean, it's like, this is the worst. This is a Michael Scott situation. This local level, December 2022. Yeah, 9 months ago. Oh, look at all the price action and the context. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Okay, testing it again in June. Big rally that what? The lowest high. can't believe I didn't have that one. Wow, Pepe. Thanks so much for the guitar solo, dude. Okay, so getting back, there's a level you can't argue with. It's a swing high. It's an inflection.
USO2Y yields breaking out.
It's Matthew D, man. Hey. Did Michigan even play this week? I think they had a bye week already. Am I crazy? Maybe I just missed it. Not like me. Thank you. Yeah, we'll look at it. So September 2020, it's a peak, right? It's resistance. It was regarded as resistance. You see that? Tested 200 moving average. Momentum shifted. Thank you. And now you've run to the next support. And now you've broken that support that was defended a couple times. Now what? What's happened? It has flipped to resistance. And the target, 359 minimum. If you want to complete a complex wave structure, it's beautiful. It's like a tale of two butterflies. Oh my God. 359, and then the 1272 is 328. So you have a tremendous downside potential from here. How much though? Just depends how long. It just depends, like if Bitcoin gonna rally here soon or not. Because Bitcoin rallies, yeah, this whole.
Dear God, it's beautiful.
Bugatti, thank you so much. I invented the trash bag bow tie. Thank you. I mean, like if Bitcoin just stays sideways, I think you'll be down 10, 11%. Bitcoin rallies, that's when this whole thing just drags on. All that's going to happen, Bitcoin goes to 28.8 or just keeps going up, right? Then this bull crap will happen. The lowest high of the entire downtrend will happen, and then it'll crash, it'll collapse in a few months versus like soon. So either way, it's terrible. It's like bad news either way. Like, yeah, good news. It might go on another loser rally, but that's the best you're gonna get. You're not getting any better than that, man. You're not gonna just have a trend reversal on DOT anytime soon. Okay, let's go to that. Let's check it out. Check it out. US 2-year. Let's see, it is the Jesus, man. It's just crazy, man. Like 5.31%. Bro, it's open. It's up. No way. Thank you for like bringing it up. Okay, so this is like within the past 4 hours, chat. 4 hours. The US 2-year yield has pumped 5.48%. It's trading like an equity now. And it's breaking a key level of resistance. As I'm speaking to, dude, holy crap. The US 2-year yield is breaking the major discernible swing high from June of 2006. For the first time? For the first effing time. It hasn't even tested it. It's breaking it right now. So I guess it's technically testing breaking. So the US 2-year yield is currently trading at its highest level since December of 2000. So we're talking 23-year highs on the 2-year yield right now in the past 4 hours. And it's at its highest level as I'm speaking to you. That means bye-bye bonds. Oh my God, dude. Bye-bye bond. TLT, forget about it. Let's look at that real quick. Well, we can't, not TLT. Let's see if there's a futures pair on that, on bonds. Good Lord, Matthew. Matthew Damon, cap up. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the here. I mean, it's open. It's not really moving with the 2-year. Yeah, I would think you're gonna make fresh lows. You already did. I mean, you made your lowest low in many years. August 25th, but it seems like you're just doing an altcoin thing, right? Where, hey, could be setting up for an M shape, bro, and then weakness, over 100% retrace from the previous low. Then look at the Rudy Poo loser rally below the 200-day moving average, back testing levels that were once support resistance as resistance before collapsing. I mean, just bear market. 119.08. So just soon to be testing the lowest levels and 12 years. and soon to be testing the lowest levels same amount of time, but February 2011. That's the support. That's where you haven't tested that yet. That's where you're thinking, okay? It's ugly, dude. Now the deals, check out the 1 year. 1 year not doing anything quite like the 2 year. Yeah, of 1.13% on the new day though, on the new week. And equally as berserk on the rally, right? The higher these go, the higher the incentive is for many market participants to not risk anything on equities. Yeah. So that's just where we are on these index funds. And of course, it may not play out this way, but NASDAQ composite, bro, it's kind of scary. It's kind of like really scary. You had a rally, you back tested an old resistance, you up thrusted through it, then you formally bearishly back tested it in the past few weeks. You are below that inflection point as I'm speaking, below it, not above it. So that means lots of downside potential. If this is with the price action, we are identifying the up thrust back test of up thrust. This is a thing. These are things where this is price action correlating to levels. So that means it's you have a marginal edge for an outcome, particular outcome. It's greater than 50% chance of a more significant drawdown, because that is what happens. That's what you look for to identify. If you flip the chart, ooh, interesting. This asset is back testing this level. It broke through it, and then it sprung, and then it back tested the spring. And now it's catching some follow through. It's bullish, the Harami with the follow through last week. So look at the monthly. If you look at the monthly here, you can kind of see it, right? It's like this is an attempted rally after a massive crash, right? Massive drawdown, bear market. The rally occurred. You're not making higher highs yet. You're attempting the rally. Guess what happened? Well, guess what happens all the time? Rallies are attempted, and then they fail to recapture the previous highs from the highest high, and then they roll over. So yield
Okay,
they're doing.
before I go, we gotta check $KBH2. Head and shoulders at a very long-term supply line.
All right, we'll look at
2-year yields that high means we're going to lose more banks. Side note, to understand how many insiders hold an IPO stock, look at crunchbase.com. Great site, not as great as my hair, but good. ARM has 12 investors before IPO. That's a lot of insiders. Hope this helps.
Thanks, Bankers going under Donald Trump. Thank you, dude. Nice information. Nice. Very nice. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Those contributions kind of like made me to go like blank out. Let's just go back to that 2-year on the monthly. Look at this monthly on the 2-year yields. You just got to like love TA being respected. It was a swing low from 1992 to 1993, and then it was a resistance in 2002, and then it became support again for 3 months. An entire quarter it was tested and confirmed as support, and is catching the such good follow through. And you are currently trading at the highest level since 2023 years, man. The next real resistance on the US 2-year is 6.414%. That's it. There's nothing else. Unless it's a failed breakout attempt from 2006. You could reverse and fall back below it. Sure. But I'm saying, if like this breakout is real, your next target is very clear. 6.4. Yeah, I mean, it's bad for real estate, banks, our government, right? Our debt, the amount of money we have to pay like yearly is doubled. It was like from 1 trillion in interest, now it's 2 trillion. 2 trillion a year in interest rates on our debt. We're screwed. There's no coming back. And they know it. And so that is why they're printing so much of it so fast, because, hey, they're in office. So money laundering. Oh, yeah. They're robbing the coffers from taxpayers. And they're using taxpayer money to destroy Western civilization. Yep. This is incredible. What a freaking jump. US 2-year. Okay. Let's go KBH. KB home. Oh my God. It's like too perfect, man. It's like literally too perfect. Yeah, it's like calm. CALM. Holy crap, bro. Yeah, this is the G. This is a G-Dog type setup. Matthew D. Hype. This is a Hype King contribution. This is why Matthew D is a Hype King. Oh my God, dude. It's a work of art. I mean, it's a little late. Kind of, not really, because the pattern has not even played out. It's not even valid yet, technically, based on no break of the neckline. But if you're talking about levels and risk management, mother of God, it can't get much better than this, can it? Yeah. Look at this. Okay, that's good. So with the candle high close and the wick, first one ever, right? And everything correlated to it after pretty much January 2022. And look at this in June, and now formally back testing it as resistance. And yes, it's like too perfect. You're almost like, it's suspiciously perfect. Why is it painted so amazingly? Oh God, it's gorgeous, bro. What a perfect little neckline too. Oh my God. Can't argue with that, man. That is ungodly. Right? So my music stopped.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
All you have to do is hit the short button and then set the stop loss up immediately after. Kylo Ren. It's that easy. Thank you. So managing risk, the closer you are to $51 to $52 is the closest you are to being able, I mean, it's the best risk management level. So you're at 47.79. So you've kind of gotten away from it with some follow through, and you have not broken this level yet. So the only reasonable level to set a stop loss is above $51 or $52, right? Because you're like, your whole reason for going long is not just pattern identification. It's after a tremendous run. It is a discernible, recognizable research pattern, high performance, right? This is one of the most reliable reversal patterns, Head and Shoulders. But you just haven't broken the neckline yet. And once you get a daily candle close below 47.40, it will be confirmed. It could be as soon as tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to catch some, since hey, it's my first time seeing it now, right? It'd be nice to catch some sort of relief rally in the next couple days instead of just collapsing now. Maybe you get some sort of loser, couple candles, get a little bit closer to 51, just so you can have a tighter stop loss and a better entry. So you could just do something like, it's so easy when you get closer, right? So a gap fill is not good enough. You'd have to be taking profit at the next zone of inflection. Look, so a peak from 2020, that's fine. I would be fine with that because, you know, most of the time, straight up and down, up and down, up and then down. There's nothing else you can do. You can't, if you can't have a 3-to-1 reward to risk idea, then it's not equitable for you. So if you're trying to go short now, it's a lot tougher. Like if you're like, I want to go short at market open tomorrow. You can't even manage your risk appropriately. You'd have to just kind of you'd have to legit, and you can do this. It's just, it's not strategic, and it's kind of like why it might be somewhat acceptable is because the event that you were looking for has already occurred. What was the event? This. And this. So this was the upthrust. This was the back test of upthrust. That's it. So your whole reason for going short is the fact that that event occurred. And so you're going short now, and you're just hoping that the things that happened will now catch follow through. The issue with that is you can have these upthrusts and these back test upthrusts, and then you can test support, and then you can rally, and you can make even a slightly lower height and more perfect test of that $51 level and a confirmation high. I've seen it all the time, man. And those are just liquidity grabs before eventually then it marks down. So this is gorgeous. Matthew D, hype in the chat. Always spitting fire. Anytime you request something, there's a reason normally. That's how you become a hype king in our community. When you start presenting such good arguments for longs or shorts, and it's all based on what's taught here and other places, that it can be argued. You are an institution. You are such a help. You are spreading the message and the word of the TA. Let the TA into your heart. Started here. Well, man, been around a lot longer than this community, but to be straight up, it seemed like there was a need. There was certainly a need for something like this community, at least when I started. I still think it's the case. And these crypto boom bust cycles prove it. Okay, so I guess we're good. Gonna get some dinner. Enjoy the rest of my Sunday evening. I hope you do too. I hope we can jump across the creek, man. This little supply line here. I hope we can break it. I'll just tell you, any downward any selling pressure, excuse me, say downward pressure. As long as the asset stays above 25,350, it's okay. You're safe. So if we sell off and you lose $1,000 of value on Bitcoin soon, tonight, whatever, it's still okay technically. It is not over until the zone breaks. So hope is not lost. Bitcoin's one of the only ones out there where there even is some hopium we could smoke, dude. All the other ones, people are scraping hopium resin because there's just none left. It's all copium now, which is the byproduct of hopium. So it's almost like hopium we're inhaling, and then when we exhale the hopium, it becomes copium, like carbon dioxide, copioid dioxide. Inhaling hopigen, oxygen to, I don't know, dude. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. All right. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for the contributions. Thanks for the Tangias. Y'all really appreciate it. Whoops. Sorry I hit that button too soon, but it's okay. I'm still with you. I'll always be here. In spirit, the TA will always be in your heart if you let it in. So I'll be back. Till next time. Respect the TA.